Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, I'm not even a PFP today. I have new internet and things are not working. I know why they're not working, but I don't have time to fix them now. So hi, Hidden. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Good. And how is everyone out there? I see Black Hawken is here, as expected, because he's always the first one to say, is there a round table tonight?
That's fine.
So, there a round table. Is there a
Blockchain
after hours tonight? A BA, as we call it. So, and here I'm moving my stuff, so I'm making noises. So what is Hidden up to?
Nothing really. Just waiting right now. The market is going to continuously go down, and I think it's going to get a lot worse fairly soon here.
What everybody wants to hear.
Yeah. Hearing it from multiple people. So.
Yeah, I have as well. So I'm not definitely an agreeance kind of thing or whatever. I guess, again, we'll see what happens when it happens, but it definitely seems like there's going to be something. Especially, I think they're playing the same games too with the ETFs because they want to be able to buy back in more before the ETH ETFs get launched, so they can make their same quadrillion dollars from playing with the market and playing with people. So we're going to run into the same friggin' dog and pony show.
It's interesting. I'm trying to see how my Toby/ETH is going for my liquidity, and it's not showing the price.
Odd.
That's concerning.
No kidding. Hey, Toro. Hey, Black Hawkman. Hey, Turo. Got a couple of you guys in here. And sorry for last week. We've actually had sickness coming through the house. I have avoided it sort of, but I think I've definitely felt not myself or run down a little bit. So, yeah, that was why. So, and hopefully we're getting through it. And wife had it for like 2 weeks. Youngest had it for like 2 weeks. So it's been fun.
Fun.
52K BTC is a key point of resistance. I haven't really looked at it in a bit, to be honest. I should go look at
it. I think we are below that, unfortunately.
Oh, it's all futures. Hang on. BTC USD. Well, I don't know. I want this chart. This is not the chart I wanted. BTC USDT. Binance, sure. Yeah, we're at 61 right now. It dipped as low as 61 in a bit, the last little bit. Yeah, it seems to bounce pretty good off that 61 and change, like the low 61s. There's been quite a few, and even some Godwicks. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And no worries, Paul. My pleasure. And your wife was sick too. Lovely. Ted, welcome. Howdy. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't know if there's, because of all this lull of everything, I don't know if there's a whole lot to talk about. Anything you wanted to get into on Print Arb? We're just waiting. Right?
Yeah, I've got feelers out to multiple people. I'm just, like I said in the chat, I'm waiting for them to get back to me because most of, if not all of anything other than what we're doing with Cyril is people donating their time to us. So I can't really get on anybody's case about taking forever to do stuff. But the nice thing about it is, it's not going anywhere. So
yeah. The contract is the contract. But yeah, exactly. When we can start getting some more volume in there, things will start happening. People will start getting some money, and then that'll hopefully perpetuate some movement, which will be nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I said, Black Hawk, and I think there's going to be some manipulation going on for a little bit so that ETH can get dropped down. I'd love to be able to take advantage and have like a bag of 100K just to throw at it when it hits like, I don't know, 1,200, 1,800 or whatever, somewhere in there. if it does that, who knows if it's going to drop that heavy, but yeah, would be nice to kind of have some fun money, but I don't have that, and that's okay. Not many of us do. for now, liquidity farming with some stuff and trading. I'm actually really loving trading. So, and it's starting to get very exciting now that I actually have a real live account to play with. Feel like a big boy now. And yes, Nathan, I can agree more. I am quite excited and happy and enjoying the Nugget Fund team, the people I'm working with, and how well we work together, and how the guy that's doing our liquidity farming is doing amazing. Shiny Jackal is now doing all our bots, or most of our bots. So we've got a lot of upside, I think, with that one. We've had a correction, obviously, in the token. It probably will correct more if this market keeps going down. But that just gives people more money to get in, and gives us an opportunity for us to see a nice pump in the treasury that will feed that token price as it climbs up afterwards. So yeah. And this is actually, so because we're partnered with, this kind of leads into it, Funny Churro, so thank you for throwing that in there. Because we're partnered with PvP, we've actually been doing very well with our Matic staking with PvP, and I believe we've got some BNB in there now as well, performing for us. And then if you guys use that platform, please use the Nugget Fund link, because that will give kickbacks to us with that partnership, which is pretty cool. So please take advantage of that, guys. If you don't know about PvP, I will be doing a video soon. But basically, you're going in and you're playing either slots or whatever. It's all 100% on chain. Your odds of winning are quite a bit higher, but you're not going to be making like $100,000. But there's people that have won like 3K. I think one guy won off of one of the jackpots and stuff. So it's a neat little cool little tool for fun. So it's not staking on PvP. It's actually a platform for slots, for blackjack, for Plinko, I think it is, or Pank, whatever it's called. So yeah. But yeah, and other than that, Paul, no, for and correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, maybe you just want to talk about hidden for the Flex Dex. Right now, we're just waiting for launch. So any tokens you've bought, they just sit there, I guess, eh? Hidden? Did we lose you? You look frozen. I think we lost Hidden. He did drop earlier, so. Look at that. Nobody. He's frozen, and I have no PFP and no video camera. So yeah, Paul, I'm pretty confident you just hold on to them for now, and when the launch happens, you'll be able to stake them and stuff, and we'll see what happens with Hidden. And now it's, I guess I could just keep him there for fun, because now he's got no picture there. Geez, today's going to be a rough blockchain after hours. For now, I'm trading and having fun and loving it. So, and then learning and I will have, I think I mentioned a couple times, there is a course that I'm taking, which seems to be pretty well structured, and they have opened up a community for it now too. Right now, I believe, his PC reset, so he just messaged me. Right now, the course, I believe, is a one and done kind of fee, and you get access to the community. There will be possibly a long-term, more monthly fee type structure for it, but for now, you can just pay and once pay in one and done. And I'm assuming that'll give you access to all the paid stuff down the road, even if you just do the one and done for now, which is pretty cool. So I'm just talking to them now to get a code or a system to get it set up, so that if anybody wants to do it, similarly to what Underdog Investor Group, and I support them 100% as well. It's just some people don't want the monthly fees, so this gives them that. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Sorry,
just to double check that I was right in what I gave to Paul. The Flex Dex tokens that you get when you put your pre-sale in, those are just, you just hold them for now until things start.
I think he was actually asking about PR.
About PR?
Paul, you asked.
Yeah,
right?
maybe. Sorry, Paul, maybe clarify. That's true. You could have been talking about PR. But right now it's just holding the tokens, if it's that one that you're talking about.
If it's for Flex, we just hold. If it's for PR, we do just move it to the new wallet.
Yeah, no, I think it's Flex, because I know we had an issue with a compromised wallet. So I had talked to Bill, but it was just to move the tokens. I didn't realize those tokens were in our wallet already. I thought we were putting the money in, and then the tokens would be airdropped later. But you guys got it all fixed up.
stakeholders right now.
Yeah. And yes, print arb. Okay, there you go. So yeah, just hold them. If you add the PFIP contract address to your wallet, you should see it. Yes. Yeah, I didn't realize that, but okay, that's cool. All right. Any questions you guys have? I'm like I said, it's kind of blasé. Like I said, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but there's not much happening outside of it. So like I'm trading, I'm learning liquidity pools, and I'm loving Nugget and doing what I can with for Nugget. Other than that, like I'm getting. Sorry, go ahead.
What's the website for that PvP money?
Oh yeah. PvP. Copy. It is here, and obviously I'm going to show you the Nugget one because yeah. Present, share screen. So it's pretty cool. The actual interface is pretty slick. I did play around with it a little bit with some money just for the fun of it, and I was able to I put in, I think I'm going to say $50 or $60 for fun. Did some slots. I went through, played through my slots, had won back almost exactly what I put in, and then played obviously a second round, and then gradually obviously went down on my money. But I thought I gave myself a username, but maybe not on this wallet or something. But as you can see, you got Plinko, a couple of slot machines. There is some different, there's some different strategies to the slot machines, or different, like some will give bigger payouts, like bigger jackpots, and others will give more chance of winning kind of thing. So you do want to know that. And they've got more coming: roulette, coin flip, guess the number, and then winner takes all, Russian roulette, and predict the market. So a bunch of different things here. It's a pretty slick interface. It works really, really well. Those are the games that I just showed. And there's leaderboards that they're putting together or have just based on things, and then you can give yourself a name, and just a really slick website. It runs really, really well. Yeah.
Cool.
A trading question: would it be better to stick with ETH BTC for DT? Yeah, I do mostly futures trading, so I don't know. I mean, some preliminary thoughts on that question. I mean, it just sort of depends, right? Like if you're doing ETH BTC and they're both going down at the same time, because they're theoretically, I guess in a way, they're confluent. What's the word I'm thinking of? When you're doing liquidity pairs, the same thing where they move together.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it either.
Starts with a C, I think. My God, words are hard. So because they're correlated pairs, thank you. Correlated, technically, I think is the word that I was looking for. But so when they both go up, when they go up, they both go up. When they go down, they both go down. So it's harder to trade those. If you're actually trading, you kind of want to trade more BTC, USDT, or whatever, so that you can more actively predict where it's going. With me, I do futures. It's a little bit less stressful, I find, and I'm doing it mostly on NASDAQ. And I do oil and gold sometimes. Actually, gold we do quite often, but and it's with Austin that we saw. He was on the other night. We had a little bit of an issue getting him on at first, but there's a few slots left. He's not accepting a lot of people. I did put it in my Discord. I'm not trying to shill it. These things are not for everybody. But if you want a system that's working for me, I mean, I ended up opening up 3 more accounts, and I think I'm up in 2 days. I'm up $1,000 in one of them. That's not to say everybody's going to have the same results. 1,300 in one of them. I took a few different trades, 600 and some in the other one, and I'm down on one, but it was more just because I made a trade I probably shouldn't have made, but either way, it's doing well and a lot of fun. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? And other than that is, I guess Flex, I guess, is just doing its thing. I've gotten a few dividends, but I know he's having issues. Right? What's that?
Excuse me. He's sending out $1,000 here and there in dividends. So
yeah. No, it's good. Yeah, I see some money sitting there now that I'll be using for my weekly input. I'm not on. Yeah, I'm being delivered a drink, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not on camera today.
Oh, you're not on camera?
No.
I love you.
But I get a drink delivery. Thank you, love you. Which I won't complain about. So yeah, what was I saying?
You were talking about PvP money, and then something else.
Yeah, PvP money.
Oh.
And then existing Flex, I guess, with the rewards. So yeah,
Flex, yeah.
stuff coming. There's some. I think he was talking. Should we talk about it at all? I think he's having issues with some of the stuff. Nothing.
Just the power company up there.
The province,
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Mantle? Leave it to sooner or later. You got to give me a list of what you're going to talk about beforehand, right. Black.
So we know. It's another L2, I believe.
Oh yes. Mass adoption of token governed technology.
Black, isn't that the one that was doing like the huge airdrop, and then it ended up being an absolute fucking bullshit airdrop?
I love those.
They were making people buy NFTs and stuff like that, and pretty much bridging Ethereum over to it, saying that it was going to be like the world's biggest airdrop, and it ended up being like the world's worst airdrop.
Gotta love over-promising and under-delivering by a factor of 10.
People are expecting to make like tens of thousands of dollars, and the airdrop farmers made like $200. It was kind of bad.
And what that I find with stuff like that, sometimes it's the expectations of others that end up creating this bubble effect of things that aren't even true. But
no, TIA, people got rich off TIA. Like 6 figures rich.
Jesus.
Starknet fucked up too. I believe at the last minute, just like Nibiru did, they ended up geo-blocking like 90% of their people.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I was pissed about that. I had like almost 1 million Nibiru points, and we ended up getting geo-blocked.
Nice.
Hope their shit goes under.
Oh, Tet, be nice. Your audio is not. I'm assuming he's talking about your audio. Your audio is sometimes it's a little bit muffled and something, but I don't know what your mic is. But
give me 1 second.
I should have mentioned earlier, but it wasn't that bad for me. But it might be worse for them. Throwback saw Alpha Cap. Alpha Capital. Wasn't that a friggin' crazy project that rugged sort of, but didn't? Oh, you're not coming through now. There you are.
It is a trading based one.
Yeah, it was one of those ones like when all the trading bots were around, and then they ended up rugging, but then giving back some of the money or something, because I think they got caught by one of the guys white hat people trying to get people's money back. Yeah, exactly, from PGV time.
Jeez.
As if they'd try and bring something back. Like, I don't know. Anyways, whatever. I guess they've got a brand, so they're going to try. And again, they did give money back, I think. I don't know if everybody got whole. I think if I had anything, it was very, very little. So.
Oh, yeah, this was fun. This is fun, too. Player 0 paying people to rat people out.
That's cool.
That was another airdrop that was just farmed to no end. It's crazy. Go ahead.
All these people doing sort of nothing. I mean, they're putting time in, so I get it. And then expecting all this stuff, and it's like there's more and more people jumping onto it because it's quote unquote easy money.
Yep. Another shining example of that is going to be Blast. I can see that being a fucking shit show too. Excuse my language, but anytime you have people with like hundreds of billions of points, it's like, why bother? At that point, everybody's going to get peanuts.
Well, there's only so much money to go around no matter what, right? So, I mean, there's no way of creating infinity money loops. So, and now that everybody's jumping on these bandwagons of airdrops, yeah, I could see it being saturated very quickly. So, it'd be interesting to see how it works out. But I've never gotten into them. It's too much freaking work. I don't have time for that. But anyways, I appreciate the people that have done well with it. But I just think it's going to be hard to see how well it'll do anymore. But we shall see.
It's no longer airdrop season because everybody fucking overfarmed it.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it, right? If it keeps up, it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. But who knows? We shall see. Oh, you got grass to work?
Oh, shit. Nice. Is it actually performing well? I
don't know why I'm pausing, waiting for somebody else to answer because there's nobody else but you or me on here.
Another one, new thing that's free that I'm doing is called Koi, Koi.
What do you need for that?
You go to the, let me pull it up real quick. There's a website you go to, you download a node, which is just a program, and then you let it run in the background on your computer.
Oh, okay. I haven't done either of those. I guess I should have, but because it's free. But I'm doing Nantic, I think it's called, which is kind of a driving one. And then I have obviously Demo, which are both Demo's still doing whatever, $20 a week kind of thing for me, so I can't really complain.
No, anything that's bringing money in, it adds up. You know, it really does.
Yep. Oh, you put something in private chat. Sorry, I missed that. Oh, Koi. There is. If anybody's not in Koi, there's a little ode to. A little something for.
Yeah. Koi, I will say, if you are looking to do Koi, it's a little confusing at first. Just DM me and I will help you figure it out. Right now they're doing a 30-day airdrop where every day is a different meme coin. We're getting GMT today.
Cool. I have two laptops and a computer going in this place. I probably could take advantage of some of these things.
Probably should. That would hurt.
There we go. Actually, I didn't know there was multiple ones, Ted, but I am in one. I should check what it's doing today. I ended up doing it. It kept going out of range because of Matic dropping. Aperture crypto. So I ended up just doing the auto rebalancer just to kind of test it out and see how it goes. And I'm still going down, unfortunately. But I mean, the thing is, once things pump, it'll be pretty good because they are a correlated pair. So although I'm getting fees for them right now, the nice thing is at some point they will both go up, and I will be making decent money on both of them going up at some point. So it'll be interesting to see. Do I have my right wallet in here? No, I do not. I think it's in this one. I should go check where I'm doing with that. Yeah, so it's on PancakeSwap, but if you know of other ones, let me know. I'm curious what you're doing with Demo or whether there's a better one that I'm using. I'll show you what I'm doing, I guess, once I can pull it up here. Yeah, see, it's still going down. I keep, I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff yet. I'm still learning it. I want to learn it faster and more, but it's more time is my problem. Let's share the screen instead. Share this tab instead. So, because I think I started at this about $360-ish or so. So as you can see, it's down to $318. But I mean, I'm getting good fee, like that fee right there. That's a nice huge one since the last auto compound. So when it stays in range, it does pretty good. But it's been moving so much, I think it keeps auto compounding and not really giving me much upside is the problem. So I probably could be doing better managing of it, but like I said, I just decided to make it easy and.
Well, like I do Uniswap for token, right? I was talking to Bill about it because I'm not really seeing any actual like benefit from doing this. And he's like, you're not going to until the token itself goes up.
Well, exactly. Right. So, but the nice thing for now is I'm still accumulating more of the tokens theoretically. The issue is obviously is as they go off in balance, I might be losing things here and there. But theoretically, I believe even if they're going down, I should be gaining tokens. I'm just not gaining value in here, which again is not a bad thing because when the tokens go up, I've made more tokens by farming them. So to me, I can't see the downfall to it, but I'm happy to be educated by anybody that thinks they know better. Sorry, you said you think you saw one through Crystal, like a different one than the pancake swap one? I'll have to take a look. I haven't looked at Crystal too much yet because I was only doing this one farm right now, so it's kind of not much point getting too entranced. But I decided to get into a trade before before we went live, and it's doing all right. It's about to take profit. There we go. I'll flip over to there. I ended up going into drawdown because I got into the trade here. No, I did not. I got into it. Oh, I DCA'd in. Sorry, I got in here and then it immediately went. So then I DCA. I bought back in around here, which brought my average entry there. And so now I'm just waiting for it to hopefully head back up and hit that take profit at 100. And that's 100 for 3 different accounts because I have 3 futures accounts here, all 100K each. These are not past ones. My past one is a different one, but so if that hits, all 3 of them will gain $100.
What's that? What's that?
This is Top Step X. So Top Step has a new platform where you don't have to trade on TradingView, and it's not Trade of 8 either. So it's this new platform. It's kind of neat. I like it. You can copy. I'm copy trading these 3 accounts. And then basically I just click buy or sell and away I go and it's good. I like it so far, but this has been day 2. But as you can see, I've got this account is down because I went a little too risky with one trade, but this one here I'm at $1,500 profit in 2 days, and this one here I'm at $720 profit in 2 days. So
nice.
Yeah. The other one, I actually, oddly enough, and today I was so mad at myself. This one here, I actually had this one. This one I actually had back up to over 100,000, but then I got into another. I keep every 1 day or 2 I have to make a dumb trade, but usually I make the dumb ones only on one account, so it doesn't affect my entire portfolio. So proper risk management. I can't believe that just friggin' tickled my. I should have just closed that out. Damn it! It like just tapped my friggin' take profit. Look at that BS. The line's like touching it.
Yeah.
Good day, Huss. How are you?
That is crazy.
Jesus. I should have just closed it out. But anyways, we'll see what happens. I will maybe move my... And it's like, all I have to do is do this. I don't even have to check mark anything or nothing. I can just do this, and then boom, it's now going to take profit at $25 no matter what. And again, that'll be $25 per account. So it'll be 25 for that one, 25 for that one, 25 for that one. I'm just playing. I don't usually play at night because I find it gets the volume's just not there, so it's harder to kind of do things. But last night I actually did all right with an oil trade, so because I happened to be on my computer working all last night and here it again today. So
nice.
Oops, what am I doing? I just about hit the end stream. Stop sharing. Huss and everyone else, how are everybody doing? So are any of you guys in the Pulse? I don't know if anybody have questions on that. I know people are a little bit annoyed at how that's going, and I don't blame them. I don't know why I'm opening that can of worms, but I just thought I would. The Pulse, yeah, I think he's trying, but I think it's going to take some time. I'm hopefully talking to him this week. He wants to talk about possibly a job to help him out, and I want to help advise him a bit because I think he can do a better job. But I should have kept sharing my screen here. because I'm just about, it just went back up again. You guys can celebrate with me. Not that it's a massive, but I mean, $100 is pretty huge actually. When you think about it, that's $300 made in.
Order filled.
There we go. Boom. Look at that for timing. Oh, who are you with? Funny. So, Angaro, and I don't disagree with you in a sense. So I don't agree with some of the advertising of how it was done and how it was said that it was going to be 500 and some whatever percent, or whatever it was. I can't remember what it is, because they were putting out a percentage based on the $5,000 investment and not putting out a percentage based on how the bots were going to perform. So people got mixed feelings. I don't think he meant, I know he did not mean to have things go the way they do. So I talk to him quite regularly, and he has taken some input, and we have had some really good chats, and I'm hoping to have some more. I think this can be saved, but I agree. It's not necessarily that it wasn't as advertised. It was just more, the prop firms changed everything for him. And unfortunately he launched just before the whole industry got turned over. He definitely he definitely could have made better choices of prop firms, in my opinion. And I mean, we should have known that beforehand. Sorry. And a US based company that does not, oh my God, too many messages coming through. I got to get rid of my notifications. So annoying. Let me move this over here. And US based company that does not accept US clients KYC. Yeah. So, and that again, that was something that came out of the blue, right? Like, it was nothing to really cause that problem. It was more just, it was caused to them and to everybody. Like, he was not the only, they were not the only people affected by that whole thing. There was tons of people affected by that whole shit show that the government imposed on everybody, right? So hopefully, and this is not, so I've actually had a Next Step funded one now refuse payments, payouts 3 times now. They have not gotten rid of my account. It is being traded right now. I think they put some bad trades in. I have somebody trading it for me. And if I actually get a payout from them with these guys trading it for me, I'll let everybody know who it is and stuff, because it'll be a miracle. But the account was up about 2K and they had a really bad day today. So it's down. I'm actually down like 1,500. So we'll see. They usually come back, but he's asked me to wait to request my next payout. So I'm trying to wait. And yes, 100% they're scam dog. Like, they're ridiculous. Like, the fact that I had one guy that was trading the account that was doing it poorly. I was recommended by a few people. They had some payouts. Supposedly the guy that was running the bot knew the next step guys, all this BS. And then he was charging 10K for his bot. He didn't charge me that, thank God. But I know others, and I'm sure maybe a couple of people here that ended up unfortunately paying it. And they ran away with the freaking money. Like I told him I wasn't going to pay it. If you want me to talk about you, then get me a bot that's working and make some money, and I'll pay you some of that money that I make. But I'm not freaking paying you 10K to run a bot for me. A, I don't have it. B, I'm not doing that until you prove me. I'm not that naive anymore. Oh yeah, look at that. I could have held on to the trade, but anyways, no big deal. I'm gonna move that off. So anyways, so they've refused that payment. Then they refused a payment when I manually traded it. Like, I traded it myself, and they gave me a whole bunch of excuses that, like, lots were this size, this was that size. Like, I was floored, because I traded it and got 2K out of it, or 2 or 3K, and they refused that. So one payout was 12,000, one was 2K, and the other one was, I think I tried for a 1K one, and all of them refused. And now I've got somebody else trying it. So we'll see. I'll let you know. We bought 6 pins with a small private group 2 months ago, and none of the 6 pins trading yet. Yeah. So Angaro, what I will tell you, so I'm managing James Pelton's 12 pins, and I have them all. I think there's 2 still not, maybe 2 or 3 that still aren't trading, but the rest of them are. I have been proactively talking to, like, sending information to them and being a little more proactive than people I think are doing. So I'm going to do a video up soon of it, and I'm going to kind of talk about a lot of the points that I've done. I'm going to try and sit down with Nick and go through some of the actual things to help people problem solve it, because I think these like blueprinting AMAs are not providing really any value or advice or whatever. So anyways, we're boring hidden here, guys.
That's good.
I'm just teasing. So anyways, I will try and do what I can to help out. I think there's potential here, but there definitely has to be some things done, even if it's like, even if we were to compound some of the funds and start creating actual like new prop accounts with the funds for a tiny bit, like, but something's got to change. So I've got some ideas. I've kind of brainstormed some stuff myself. Some of the community in my Discord have mentioned some things, and I'm going to try and see what we can do. And I've asked that 20 times. He won't do it. He just thinks it'd be a cesspool of negativity. And to be honest with you, I can't blame him, because to me, it would turn into a friggin' what is that, Aviate friggin' bullshit. Like, it would just become a cesspool of negativity right now. He needs to fix things first. But I don't disagree with you, Funny. I've asked him, I said, I'll manage it. I don't care if I get paid at first. I want to have a better way to disseminate information and help people manage these accounts more effectively. For now, all I'll ask is, guys, come to my Discord. I'll keep in touch with him, and I will try and help as best as I can to give him, because I know prop firms a little bit more than the average bear. Not that I have an ego. I'm hopefully going to help him try and get out of this, but they can token gate it just for holding. No, I hear you. Funny, and I don't disagree with that, but I think there's a lot of holders that are pissed off, but there's only 200. It wouldn't be a hard Discord to manage. Anyways, I'm gonna keep probing him on it, and maybe that's what he wants to talk to me about. Maybe he's finally realized it, but I think he's overly. I don't know if he uses it as a friggin' excuse, or if it's true that he's really needs to do certain things based on what the lawyers are giving him advice on too, but there's that too. Anyways, I don't want to turn this into a total bitch fest, but I do agree some things should be done differently. And that's that. Unless you guys have any other questions that want to get me going. I do like Nick. I do appreciate Nick. I know he's trying to do something good in the space. I just think he's gotten a little bit of over his head and not quite managed as well as it should have been. But yeah, that's it. How about anybody else? Anything else we want to talk about? But for now, yes, my Discord can be the Pulse Discord. I was trying to go to the website actually and just pull up and see what mine's doing, but I can't remember the freaking URL. The Pulse AI.com? No, it's not .com. I gotta find the URL for some reason. This damn switching computers is a pain in the ass. I have all my bookmarks on another Google login, but I don't want to use that one on this computer as often. But I got to just transfer them over. It's all being lazy or too busy, one or the other. Anything else, guys? We're pretty short today if we were to end it here, but not as much chatter in the chat today.
There's not much going on here.
Yeah. It's true. It's a little funny. Save the JSON link. Yeah, I know. I do know how to do it, but thank you. I do appreciate it. I can actually I can log in and then save it, but I just haven't done it. That's all. Yeah, and that's not a bad point too. The issue is, and I don't think everybody has the ill intentions. It's just we're not running this stuff as a business yet, and this is why. And I'm not trying to oversell Nugget Fund, but we need to manage these things with transparency. We need to have a team of people, not a person or a couple of people overseeing these things that may or may not be blinded by their own either ego or different things. And yeah, no kidding. Yeah, thanks, Blackhawk. Yeah, I had to pull that one up. Yeah, and so that's the thing, and this is one that frustrates me too a lot. And I mean, I know the guys are trying. I know they feel bad about this, Investium in particular. But like, then work with us, because me and Andy are there, and we're happy to work with you. But there's not enough communication. They are getting better, and I'm trying to make them understand that we need to communicate more. But we're waiting for this loan, and as well as a couple other things. So hopefully we'll get it. But But yeah, Nugget Fund will save us all. I never want to get over bullish on anything, but the way it's being managed is, it's honestly, it's a little bit of what Vaultec should have been. And that's also me. Like, I'm going to take ownership of that stuff, and we will try and work something out with Vaultec, where maybe one of my thoughts is even somehow moving it into Nugget at some point. We need a little more time because we need to build up enough to make it worthwhile. But the idea would be to drop Nugget to the holders of Volt, and then them take over the Flex that we have. So yeah, so I mean, so Nugget has got that, a lot of those aspects to it. It's got the diversification. It's got somebody that I don't have to. The problem with Vaultec, I was relying on other people to do the right thing. So I'd find somebody that was doing a project that was doing liquidity farming, or a project that was doing trading, or a project that was doing this, and I'd give them the money, but then they'd fuck it up, right? Whereas with Nugget, we are all internal on the team. We have traders on the team. We have a liquidity pool manager on the team. We're cross-training our other team members to be able to manage that stuff. So it's being run like a business with accountability and with people that know what the hell they're doing, and not relying on outside people to get things done. So that's what I kind of meant by all that little rant. Yeah, and Huss, they're still going. I haven't gotten into that, only because I have no friggin' capital to get into it because of Investium, and because I've just got my other legs that I have right now, which is basically Warfi and Flex, of course. So I just don't have cash flow for it. That's why I'm doing the trading thing, and that will be my cash flow for everything. Hidden, do you want to say something? I need to breathe.
I don't know. I'm trying to think and find ways to have steady income during this time, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
And like I said, when we first started up, with PR, it's literally just myself right now, just because we don't have the money to bring anybody else on. But it's me reaching out to friends in the space, asking for favors.
Yeah. And it's good. And I mean, luckily we have a good network, and please keep telling me what you need, because I do have, I know people. That's the one nice thing that I have grown in this space, and I'm so appreciative of, is the network that I've grown. But I'm not taking full advantage of it. That was the one thing I wanted to talk about. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying more. I'm quick to interrupt.
I was just saying, and that's what it's going to take to really push DeFi forward. Is network.
Well, and I mean, Bill's sitting on Flex. It's not really Bill anymore, kind of thing. He has expanding, and you and freaking what's his name? Who's on the team now? Who's on the team? Yeah, Crypto Stew and like all the other guys and stuff. Like, it's about growing that kind of stuff and creating those opportunities for collaborating. Yeah, Crypto Stew, exactly. And just growing that network and keeping it run like a business and making smart decisions. And yeah, that's where I've always been offered things, and people have come to me about things. And the issue is it's great. Okay, yeah, okay, great. I can help you find money, and I've done that, unfortunately, and I've helped them find money. But then if they're not managing it and they don't have a good enough team behind them, and I have grown to know and to start being more, and I'm babbling, but every time something happens, I become more apprehensive and more I try more and more to find more information and to be more advisor type role, to make sure, hey guys, you got to do this, you got to do this. And then every time they somehow find a loophole and fuck things up anyways. And I know they don't mean to, but it's just constant like snowballing of it all. So sorry, I'm just going to funny Turo there just to change the subject a bit. I saw something about Monster launching their token. So the token's not launching soon, but really cool tokenomics. So I was able to have a look at it. Various sent me the white paper before he launched it today, going through that stuff. And I like the tokenomics. I like the design. It's going to make it really possible to pay back even like I don't know if the Optimist people from Lazarus Pit have looked into it and realized the value that will hopefully have to getting them paid back if things go well in the bull. But I'm excited to see how that all turns out, because the Lazarus pit people could finally see some actual money back, and then they can choose to either keep it in there or take it out. If they take it out too soon, they're going to screw themselves, and some will do that, of course. But really well done tokenomics from what I can see in there. So I'm looking very forward to seeing how that works out. So might be worth having a peek at that. There's some good forced staking, some good, the way they've done the vesting periods and stuff, just some neat stuff, I think, that I haven't really seen or I've seen combinations of. So I'm curious to see how that'll work out. Yeah, it might be worth having a peek at that at some point, hidden. Just, if nothing else, just to see another version of tokenomics.
Yeah. I've been talking to him as well.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, like I said, we got a good group of people, and it's literally people doing stuff for free.
Yeah.
So,
do you have? Is there money that you're sitting on to put into anything right now?
No.
Okay.
The money we're sitting on is waiting to be paid to Cyril once he finishes the NFTs.
Okay. And then other than that, the only way you can do anything proactive with anything is to get new funds brought in.
Okay. From honestly, the NFTs are going to be what enable us to start getting into the different money-making ventures.
Yeah. Yeah, Nathan, no, this is not a bad point. I mean, you've got to, the thing is projects, meme coins, tokens, whatever it is in this space, 95% of it will fail. The issue is if you find that 5%, you're going to do well with it. So, and I've used this comparison before. If you think back of the .com era, people that bought Google, that bought Amazon, that bought Facebook, and all this stuff when it was nothing, bought it at pennies on the dollar. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. People who bought Bitcoin when it was pennies on the dollar, when it looked like it was going to be a piece of shit. Those are the winners you need to find, and those are there. And the nice thing is there will be ones that will manage properly. It's just we don't know which one it is. So you have to do what everybody says, and because so quick without going, because people have heard my story before, but I mean, I brought in about 45K. I lost 95% of it. And now I've built it back up to about, well, it was almost 35 again, but then something went, but I've bought it. It's definitely about 25 to 25-ish, I guess, still in the space just between Warfi and Flex mostly. So there is ways to protect yourself. It's just we're so quick to get too married to a protocol and put too much money into one place because we think it's the last straw and it's going to work, and we're not thinking about it intelligently. We're getting, like I said, the best way to say it is married to the protocol, which causes us to get too in and mess it up. Like I said, as much as Investium sucks at what happens with it, hopefully we find a way to make it back. I say we, that's really them, but Andy and I are trying to help. If we bring that back, that'll be a huge thing for the space as whole, for somebody to come back from the dead. But regardless of that, even though that tanked me pretty hard, I've still got a good chunk still here because Flex is not going anywhere. Warfi, I mean, I'm going to diversify it a little bit because I just don't, I have faith, but I'm still concerned. So yeah, but I feel you. Hi all, how are we feeling about the sell in May and go away versus buy into hopeful upcoming bull? Hidden, do you want to answer that at all? I mean, we already talked about the fact that there's definitely going to be still a sell-off probably, but
yeah, the thing that I was talking to somebody earlier today even, and shit's bad, like a lot worse than is anybody even knows right now, and it's not being televised. Google is censoring shit left and right. worse than usual. And you're going to see a June that is kind of scary, to be honest. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that are going to tank. It's going to make people think it's dead. But I believe if we can get through that, it's going to be the biggest bull run ever.
Yeah. Yep. Pure wicked. Yeah, and I agree. Like, I don't think that we need to lose faith in this space at all. Like, there's, you know how many people lost faith in internet 20 million times over again, and Bitcoin and all this stuff. There's still value to what's going on here. The AI genre, the gamify, the DeepIn, all of this stuff has got lots of money building up in it, and some of these things will be the Amazons and the Googles and the whatever of tomorrow, right? It's just, we're going to see these kind of things that want to shake it up. And right now, like I said, we've got the added. So there was always a drop after the and then accumulation phase after the halving. The issue that makes this one different is we've got this darn ETH, I think anyways, and this is purely just me, and I mentioned it earlier in the stream, is we've got these ETH ETFs again, where there's going to be manipulation in the market, fear and doom and all that stuff, and gloom and whatever, trying to manipulate things to draw the price down in order to let them get their ETFs bought in cheap, so that when they pump up and then they actually sell the ETFs to the retail investor, they've already made a shit ton of money off of holding the asset, and they can sell it to you then at a higher price and benefit, just like they did with the Bitcoin one. I mean, there's too much money to be made by the rich to not take advantage of those opportunities as they come, and they know how to manipulate it, and they have the size to manipulate it. So yeah, I wouldn't get too doom and gloom yet on everything. It's just, we're probably not going to see it till later this year, early 2025, where it'll really get rocking. But yeah, that's my 2 cents for what it's worth. Anything else, guys? Not our most happiest Ba.
Well, you got to be realistic too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're just talking. Got to figure out. Actually, we're having a meeting with the Nugget team. So got to figure out, with the price of Bitcoin going down a little bit, our price of the token is probably going to go down a little bit. I might suggest they keep a flat. Even if we dip a little bit hard, we might want to keep a flat purchase price for Nugget, just so we're not devaluing it too much. Which is what we were trying to do with Vaultec, but we didn't have the momentum Nugget has to kind of keep it afloat. So, and we're still there for guys. If you guys do have some Vaultec, we're still there. And like I said, if we do, I kind of do either a Nugget takeover, or if PFX starts rebounding, I did post it with my trading and stuff. Anyways, we're going to try a few different things. We're never giving up. Hidden Eye and Jugs have been kind of brainstorming a few things, so we're going to keep trying to find ways to accelerate the whole process. So never give up, never surrender. Anything else from you, sir?
One thing the gentleman I was talking to with earlier was suggesting is physical gold, silver, and PAX-G.
Sorry?
So all stuff to look into.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I don't know if I quite heard you right, because again, your mic sometimes gets a little bit funny.
I said one thing I was talking to about with the gentleman I was talking with earlier. We were talking about physical gold and silver, as well as PAX-G, which is Paxos gold.
Cool. Yeah, he's Blackhawk, and I guess he heard physical silver and gold, but I think he was saying, what was the other one?
Paxos.
Oh, cool. Oh, PAX-G. Yeah, you did mention that. So, gotta love the random friend requests off of Discord. So dumb. All right, guys. Goldback stables. If there's nothing else, then I think we'll cut her out there. I will attempt to have my camera going by next time. I don't know really. I do know what happened, but I got to figure out what my workaround's going to be for it. yeah, I get a whole bunch of imposters of all of them. It's funny when I'm modding one too, when somebody like DMs me impostering, like, well, I've had Austin Clark one sometimes, and I'm like, hey, yeah, he was on vacation. I said, oh, how's vacation? And the guy's trying to answer me, and dude, goodbye. You're an idiot. So, all right, guys. Anything else, please hit me up in the Discord, and or hidden as well. Again, if there's any you guys want out of this, and if there's things you guys want us to try and like hammer into or whatever, I'm going to keep just going through my journey. Obviously, in general, I'm going to try and get back to some of my videos of, like, I did the liquidity farming one a while back, like kind of just the kind of portfolio diversification and using liquidity farming as a tool, whether it be passively through Monstros or whatever. I'm going to start doing a trading one, I think, very, very soon. Just going through what I'm doing on futures trading, and then maybe a separate one for Forex trading, because I think there's some value there. I am still trying to find some things. There's a guy I know and trust who's working with somebody that has some Forex bots that seem to be doing well, but you kind of control them yourself. So I'm going to have some chats with them. They give some advice on how to set them up and stuff, and they work with prop firms and stuff. So I'm going to take a little bit more of a deep dive into that and hopefully set up one similar to what I did with TG. So lots of stuff I'm working on. I keep trying to find solutions for everybody. And I'm happy for any assistance you guys want to bring. If there's things you want to bring on, I'm going to start trading for Nugget Fund. I have a hard time doing the trading for people. If I get this big enough, I mean, we could entertain it, because there is ways of setting up copy trading on some prop accounts and stuff. And if maybe, for instance, Marcelo could get a prop firm that he doesn't have to KYC for, and we can copy protocol out of here or something. But where did I say pair protocol? Or you're saying pair protocol? So yeah, Nathan, I will. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad way, because we're able to use prop firms with the strategies that I use. You're right. It hasn't not crossed my mind. I have a hard time doing that, and I'd prefer to help PFX, Voltec, and Creative Wealth get funds back with my trading first. And then if we can find ways to do it where it's copied, which I believe we can, but I want to test things out first, then I might go to that route. Sorry, very convoluted answer, but the answer is there's possibilities there, but it's going to take a little time to get to that point, I guess is what I want to say. To pair trade. No, just wanted to mention Pair Protocol. They are good guys. It's a nice product for pair trading. Can you DM me and Hidden or whatever, some of that stuff? Because I'm always curious about stuff, especially, like I said, if it's stuff that's going to help people and stuff that's legit. The nice thing is I can talk to people, right? Like I can reach out to people. I just had a conversation. I actually hooked him up with James Pelton, who did an AMA with him today, this WOW protocol. Don't go jumping crazy into it. There's definitely some flags or whatever, but they seem to have a good head on their shoulders and some interesting stuff they're developing. So I want to find this stuff, but I want to find ways to make sure we're vetting it as thoroughly as we can, just to help us create better legs for our table, as I've talked about before. So, but yeah, send me some information and we'll go from there. And because maybe that's also a partnership. If they're working with GMX, that might be a partnership opportunity for Flex too. Like anything we can do to help bring people together. So it would be neat to try and figure that out. Right. So yeah, no worries, Pierre. I'm always trying. I get it. It gets so hard. Like if there's one person that will never effing give up, it's Hidden will probably tell you it's going to be me. But the problem is I need to find better solutions to the problems. And I mean, I'm a smart guy. I'm a street smart guy, but I'm not. Yeah, I've got weaknesses. So anyways, we'll figure it out. Yeah, the founders of Pair Protocol are docs. The co-founder traded for Deutsche Bank. Super bright, super articulate. Okay, cool. I like that. So yeah, introduce us. Let's see. Johnny Block. Did you check on Johnny Blockchain for them?
Yeah, it did amazing, and I didn't.
All right.
Hold on one second. I'll actually sign in and maybe show what I mean.
Okay.
First 3 days, it did 180%.
Jesus.
And then day 4 and 5, something happened and everything just.
Yeah.
I think that was when Bitcoin like really dipped.
Yeah, but that means they're not using proper risk management, right? Like this was my thing. Like this guy came to me, and I won't say names or anything. And there was a couple of people. I don't think anybody here, but a couple of people I reached out to privately that I knew had fairly deep pockets that wanted that I could feel okay with, and I literally brought 1 or 2 people into it. And he's like, "Oh, I need more money. I need more money." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not giving you. I'm testing you right now. You're getting this 5 or 10 grand that we had to play around with, and you need to tell your guys that you say are these magical traders to trade assuming shit's going down, because we all know shit's possibly going down." And this was before that, the biggest dump. And lo and behold, and I told him, I said, "Dude, I feel like this is going to be another one of those things where people think they're going to have any docs to me and did all the friggin' hoopla. I never opened up like, and I said, plan for this, plan for this, plan for this. And I told him all the things he needed to hear. And lo and behold, his traders went and the dump happened and the whole thing got liquidated. And it's like, oh no. So anyways, it's just frustrating. So because people
It's for in this instance, it isn't like a risk management issue. It's just that the tokens you're trading on the bot are heavily influenced by BTC.
Yeah, but if you're still trading with proper risk management, even if BTC drops by a certain amount, it should. Or are you talking like they went like to zero?
No, it's all core. Like Bitcoin dropped some ridiculous amount that day, and all of the altcoins, no matter what, they're correlated. BTC goes down, everything else goes down too.
Yeah.
It's just how it is, and like I said, I think the first. I was up 180%. And then there was one bad day where 1 or 2 bad days where I just told it to sell immediately versus just hanging in there, because I wanted to try another coin. It was only like $12 that I lost, but I went from plus 180% down to negative 127%.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I'm stuck in one right now. I'm letting it try and break even, see if it can do that. So
every so often I have nuggets of things that kind of come to my head. So Huss, I'm going to challenge that comment a little bit, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just kind of saying it's not necessarily so. Scammers will kind of come into this kind of stuff, right? They did it back when the internet came. They did it back when the telephone was created, all this stuff. Yeah, scammers will try and do whatever they're doing. On our side, yes, you're right. Humans are greedy. Humans are this, humans are that. But it's not necessarily DeFi that proves that, in my opinion. DeFi has utility. It has benefit. And I know you didn't mean it that way. The degen stuff, yes. The degen stuff will be. But I think we needed to use definitions and words in a better way in this space, because even like the word rug, we use it so loosely, it's ridiculous, where people fail at something and all of a sudden it's a rug, or something happens and it's a rug. So DeFi has opportunities. If you literally just come into the space, liquidity farm, and there's more than just that, liquidity farm, and what else am I thinking? Anyways, there's other stuff to DeFi, but liquidity farm at its core, no matter what, as long as people are using DeFi, liquidity farming will never be a Ponzi and never be obsolete and never not make money. It may make less if everybody's doing it for each individual, but we all can win. And no matter what, we'll all make probably more than any bank will give you investing in there. The system is sound. The system is there to overtake. Maybe decentralized proves how shit humans are. Yeah. So again, I'm on the same length of what I'm getting into with my slight rant here. It's the problem is until it becomes global and we see the benefits of people being able to move money in a more realistic way and decentralized away from the banks. Because right now the problem is we're controlled by the banks, and we're almost DeFi. And I'm just coming up with this on my own. DeFi is almost like you just gave some kid all the toys and all the things he's ever wanted, and he's now become a spoiled brat. We are all being spoiled brats in this space right now. We've gotten kind of a tickle of this 100% APYs and all this stuff, and now we want more. And so you're right, it does show, but it doesn't necessarily show how shitty we are. It just shows how greed again can take over our psyche, and how, just like any sin, I guess, if you will, and I'm not a religious person, but any sins and all that stuff, we need to have a little bit of time with it. We need to bring more people into this. We need to find the white hat people. All this stuff will evolve into something amazing. It truly will. But it's going to take some time, because it was the same thing with the internet. It was the same thing with the telephone. Any technology, it'll be the same thing with AI and stuff, right? Like any technological advancement is going to it's going to accent the faults. It's going to hide the pros of any human being because of that greedy kid syndrome, I guess, is what I'm kind of getting at. So, yeah, exactly. And we've talked about that before. How it's the Wild Wild West. I mean, that's why Nugget Fund has that theme. So, because it is still that right now. Yeah. So yeah. So hopefully that rings true with you guys. And I know, again, things will balance out. Things will work themselves out. We will all be better off in the end from this. I truly feel that from this technology and from what this technology offers to society, to humankind, to all of it. When it comes to data being like friggin' Google and all this data that they make billions of dollars on, that is all basically our data that we should own. All that kind of stuff will come to fruition and will become a benefit of the blockchain. But it, like anything, it's got to go through its growing pains. It's got to go through its terrible twos, its terrible threes, all that jazz, right? So yeah, that's what we'll leave you with today. There we go. There were some nuggets. All right, guys. Thank you. It's been over an hour. Hopefully you guys appreciate all this, and I appreciate all of you, and I'm sure you do too. Hidden.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification.
Yee. Look at you doing that YouTuber stuff. All right, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening, and appreciate you